What it do, y'all? Be right through the hallway, man. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good shit. Life Mac 5, back at it again, man. The realest one on the net. Boss talk of business. Subscribe to the channel. Like these videos, share these videos. Don't skip no ads. All right, man. For a little dry. Now we can fire up and let's talk about this fight, man. Nate Robinson, Jake Paul. We're gonna talk about Tyson. We're gonna talk about Roy Jones. I would touch on the other fights, but that's not really what everybody's talking about. Even though the other fights were pretty good too. That's not what everybody's talking about. We talking about Jake Paul and Nate Robinson first. Oh, poor Nate. Poor Nate. Poor Nate. Took a bad L. And Jake Paul, he had a win, knockout. So as a as a professional fighter, he's 2-0 now. Jake Paul did not fight a boxer. First off, 'cause I see so many people talking about Nate Robinson. They talking about how he got beat and posting up the pictures about him getting knocked. I ain't gonna lie, I posted a meme myself. I ain't gonna stunt. I did. I posted a meme myself. But the fact of the matter is Nate Robinson is not a boxer. So we couldn't expect him to get out there and be fighting like Floyd or to be fighting like a fighter that's not even ranked yet, you feel me? Because he's not a boxer. He's a basketball player. He just jumped in the ring, right? Now, with that being said, I don't know how much preparation they had for this fight. I don't know when it was announced. I can't remember. But I know he had time to train and prepare for this fight, though. I do know that. Now, with him being prepared for the fight and all that, I don't know if he trained. I don't know what happened, but from the looks of it, he didn't do any training. He was throwing jabs like a fifth grade white girl, and he just kept running at him, just running in the punches. Like, here, man, punch me. I'm finna run to you. Punch me. I'm finna run to you again. Punch me. So I don't feel like Jake Paul should be excited about beating a guy that's not even good. You feel me? Yeah. Size in boxing though, size don't really matter. It's boxing. It's a science. It's for real. Like you gotta really know what you're doing to step in that ring and box, man. Like boxing ain't a street fight. That's what Nate was looking to do. He think he in a street fight. Well, I'm just gonna run. I can grab you and slam you or something. That ain't this. This not UFC, bro. This is jab, jab, get out. Jab, jab, get out. Counter, bob, weave, footwork. It's a lot. It's a lot of stuff that goes into boxing, and Nate just wasn't ready for that. He just wasn't ready for that fight, period. And he shouldn't have took it. And I don't know. I don't know whether to blame him or to blame his team for what happened. Because come on, man, Lord Jesus, second round at that, man. But hey, congratulations to Jake Paul. I ain't no hater. I would love the boxing. I would love the boxing. And I'm not even a big guy. I would love the boxing because I can actually box. I would love to. Yeah, it's an advantage. It's an advantage. But they're the same weight though. They were the same weight. They both came in at 180. So the weight part wasn't just a big difference, but the height and the arm reach, the reach of it, yeah, that contributed a lot to it. But the reason I'm not counting it because Mike Tyson ain't a tall fighter. Mike Tyson and Nate Robinson, wait, 5'9", 10'11". Mike Tyson 5'11" and Nate Robinson 5'9", so it ain't that big of a difference. But man, he should have had more. He should have prepared for that fight. But on to Mike Tyson and Roy Jones, I was very, very, very highly, highly, highly disappointed in that fight. I was so disappointed, man. And I'd be damned if I go and pay for another pay-per-view to see that. It ain't no way. No way in hell. I'm not watching two men hug and slow dance the whole night. Roy Jones Roy Jones came into the fight to see if he could take a punch, really. I don't think he came into the fight to win. He came to see if he could take a punch from Mike Tyson. Because all he did was hug and took a bunch of body shots. So basically, he just want to see if he wanted to fight Mike Tyson, like he said in his post interview. That's on his bucket list. He just wanted to say he fought Mike Tyson and say he didn't get knocked out and say it's a draw. Cause this goes on their record. This is a sanctioned fight, so this goes on his record now, and this goes on Mike Tyson record. So he just wanted to go on record as saying I fought Mike Tyson because Mike was actually fighting, but Mike got tired, man. That's when their age came into play. That's when their age came into play. He did. And I read somewhere, I'm not for sure how true this is, but Mike said he was smoking before he went to fight or whatever, right? And as you can see, I like to smoke, but I don't suggest you go smoke before a fight though. It's not gonna help you with your stamina or anything at all. So I highly don't suggest it. But either way, he did it. And Roy, in the post interview, he was breathing hard, man, like he was 10 seconds out of the fight. Like he had just got out the ring and went to interview. Man, they had been out the ring and had walked around, did a bunch of stuff, man. He was just out of breath. Body just looking bad. Mike Tyson was in fairly good shape because he was ripped, man. I don't think people remember, man. Mike Tyson had a stage to where he was about to be fat. You feel me? Like he was big, man. That nigga's stomach was out here, and man, he was big, and he lost a lot of weight. So I could see that he had got back into shape and trained a little bit, but his stamina just wasn't there. But I see this fight, man. This wasn't nothing but a payday. You feel me? Like we know people gonna buy this because y'all both got big names. Y'all both are great fighters. And that draw was BS. Tyson won it if you gonna really go by boxing rules and points and all that. But the reason I feel like it's a draw because they think people gonna actually pay for this again. They think people gonna actually go in when we say we're gonna rematch this, that somebody's gonna actually watch this. No, nobody's gonna watch that again. I'm definitely not. I'm not, man. I wouldn't pay for that. I wouldn't pay for that again for nothing. For nothing. I swear, man. I don't need no part two. They can leave it alone. Let it go. They can let it go. But I tell you what else I noticed too, man. Last night that fight was brought by Triller. And if I'm not mistaken, Triller, they do like TikTok videos, right? Like I be seeing people, rappers make videos on Triller. So Triller is like a social platform, right? It's and they putting on boxing fights now. Just like the zone, they just started putting on boxing fights a while back, and I remember seeing them on YouTube, like a YouTube channel. So I guess that's the lane now. People, that's gonna be the lane now. People, I say in another couple months, you're gonna see. I'm just throwing out a name. I'm not for sure about this, but you're gonna see like an Evander Holyfield go against like a Daniel Cormier or something. They just want big names of people that ain't in the fight game no more to come and box, and now they just gonna have it to where nobody loses. You can't have too many draws now, and somebody got to get knocked out eventually. That's another thing. Wasn't nobody trying to knock out nobody. Tyson was talking about how he gonna go for a knockout, and Roy was talking about he got power to and all this, and Roy do. You know, Roy got hands, man. Don't can't nobody take nothing away from Roy Jones Jr. Come on now. His record even better than Mike Tyson's. So I was expecting like a I wasn't expecting a high tempo punch me, punch you back, punch you, punch me back, you know, cause they old. But I was expecting like some burst of strength, you know, throughout the rounds, you feel me? Like 10 or 15 seconds of hard punches or something, you feel me? But I ain't see nothing, man. All I seen was one hard body shot that Tyson gave Roy Jones. That's it. That's all I seen. And then in the fight, I don't think people even noticed this when they first started out. Did y'all hear Roy Jones or the ref said stop holding? Roy Jones like I gotta hold him, gotta hold him. Man, you about scared of Mike Tyson. Why, man? You shouldn't even got in the ring if you was scared. Scared money don't make no money, and you should have just stayed back. Man, advice to all you older boxers, UFC fighters, anybody that's in the fight game that's retired or getting to that age to retire. Do not mess up your legacy and your record because you don't want to leave the fight game alone. You feel me? Don't nobody want to see like Anderson Silva is a perfect example. Perfect example. Anderson the Spider Silva, the best UFC, best mixed martial arts fighter to ever live. Forget the UFC. Best MMA fighter to ever live. Now, in his older age, he done lost like 6 or 7, I want to say 7 straight fights because he just won't leave the game alone. And he's still trying to get fights, but nobody will sign him no more because of his age. He's declining. You know, it's bad how they use you up and then don't want you around no more. But he should just go and be a trainer. You feel me? He got a gym already. Train the next Anderson Silva. Stop messing up your legacy though. Go out on top. Stop fighting, bro. I don't know why people feel like they can still just keep fighting and fighting and I don't know. Yeah, I heard that, man. And he need to sit down, man. People, this the thing. People sit around and get high and smoke, watch a fight, and then think, man, I could do that. Man, he beat him up. Man, I work that dude, man. Thinking street. Thinking street. It ain't no street fight though, homie. It ain't no street fight. Your homies can't jump in the ring and help you. You can't pull out no pistol or no knife. You gotta fight with your hands. Most of these dudes can't fight, and that's just the truth. And I ain't never seen dude fight. He might can, he might not. But I'm gonna be honest with you though. I don't see him beating Jake Paul. But believe it or not, though, I believe he probably will make a good boxer just cause the nigga can dance. That means a lot, man. Like if you can move your feet, that means a lot when it comes to boxing. So he probably would have a chance, but I don't think he could. I don't think he would beat no Jake Paul. Cause he's not a fighter. He's not trained for that, man. You sip syrup and smoke blunts and pop pills, man. You ain't fighting nobody, bro. You better stay out that ring before you get embarrassed and Grape Street revoke your cripness, my nigga. You better just leave it alone. Man, take one boxing class and see how you feel after you get hit one good time. And then tell me if you still want to box. Man, I mean my boy. Ooh wee. I got caught one time by this man. I don't know if he was mixed or Mexican. I don't know what he was, but boy, hey man, that was the hardest I've ever been hit in my life. And I seen black for a second. You feel me? And I don't think too many people can take a lick like that. You feel me? Like don't nobody want to get hit like that, man. And you might mess around and be getting hit like that the whole fight. That's how you know boxing. Boxing is the only sport that has the highest. What's up with it, bro? They have the highest percentage rate of CTE. Besides football. With brain injuries, traumatic hits, and blunt force trauma to the head or whatever. The stuff they say Aaron Hernandez had, they say Muhammad Ali, his disease was brought on from, too many hits from the head. A lot of boxers that you see now, when they do an interview, they kind of be talking slow and slurred, and it be a lot of them. It's taking out them hits to the head. That's why, yeah, ten gonna hurt, and that's why people don't like Floyd. But that's another reason why Floyd is the greatest boxer, one of the greatest boxers. I ain't gonna say he's the greatest. That's just my opinion. But he's one of the greatest boxers to ever live because his defense. You want to not get hit. He said all the time, the object is to not get hit. Forget hitting somebody. Don't get hit. You feel me? Because you gotta preserve your body. And if you watch a Floyd tape, Floyd don't get hit too many times, and Floyd can talk perfect. You feel me? He don't got no slurred speech or have to sit and think. Like his uncle, the one that just passed, Roger. Y'all see how he used to talk in his interviews, slurring, and he had to sit and think for a minute of what he was gonna say and stuff. That's cause them too many hits to the head. Okay, humans are not designed to take blows, repeated blows at that to the head. You feel me? So salute anybody that jumps in the ring, but you better think about it before you do. So, like you say with Block Boy JB, he better think about that. It's a lot of people that got CTE and they don't even know it. You feel me? They don't even know it. And I watch wrestling too. So in the wrestling business, it's a lot of CTE. Chris Benoit, the person that took out his wife and his kid, they say he had the brain of an 85-year-old. And his favorite move to do when he wrestled was to get on the top rope and do the diving headbutt, where he just jump out the top rope and then he land head first, into your chest. It was sad, man. And the thing about that Benoit thing, bro, like I say, I'm a wrestling fan. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've been watching since I was little. So I remember that night when that pay-per-view was going on. I didn't watch it, but I remember when it was going on. And so when wrestling came on that next Monday, the next day, they had a whole tribute show to Chris Benoit. And I was like, man, this messed up. I'm thinking to myself, who did this to him? And then the next day, it comes out that, all that happened, that he did it and all that. But I don't know, y'all. That situation was kind of crazy too, man. Because like I say, I'm into wrestling, and that situation just didn't make no sense. That did not make no sense, man. Some to where I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Police say he did it, so I don't know. But I will say this: do y'all know that everything that happened to Chris Benoit and all that was on the internet like about 8 hours before it happened? True story. True. Look it up. If you think I'm lying, look it up. Like I said, I'm a wrestling fan. I remember when it happened because I went and looked it up right then, and I seen that, but it hadn't been reported yet. So I thought to myself, I'm telling you, bro, right hand of God, the whole thing that happened with him, his wife, and his children was posted on what was it, on Wikipedia. It might not been 8 hours, but it was hours though, like plural hours before anybody knew what happened. And you can go look it up. Because like I say, I'm into that. So when I was watching it and I heard it happen, I went and looked it up to see what happened. But they were saying it happened before all that came out. So on Monday night, they were doing a tribute because they thought somebody came and did it to him. But then they found out the next day that he had did all that to him. But I had read it. When I read it that I read it that Monday morning. That Monday morning. Because I went to work I read it that Monday morning. And that was like at 7 o'clock, you feel me? Wrestling don't come on to 7 o'clock that night. So that was a whole 12 hours. Man, that was weird, man. It happened in Atlanta. That was real weird, man. It's people that say It's people that was saying that somebody had came to his house beforehand, and it was weird, bro. It was weird. But don't let me get off the subject. What we talking about though? It was weird, but what was I saying? Yeah, you gotta think twice, man, because CT and all they the serious. Too many blows to the head will take it'll take its toll on you. Famed linebacker Junior Seau. I was a big fan of his. I used to play with him on Tecmo Bowl at San Diego Chargers. He took himself out. He was and he had a good life. He wasn't going through no issues or no divorce or nothing like that. He had just retired. He was straight. He wasn't hurting for no money. But all of a sudden, he just up and took himself out. They examined his brain, CTE. That's a big reason why they were saying Kirby White did that too. Cause like I say, he was like in his 40s, and they say his brain was like a 85-year-old man. So they were saying he didn't know what he was doing, and I don't know, man. That's how they explain it. Yeah, CTE is serious though, and then mostly occur. It don't even occur that much in UFC, because think about this: in UFC, you get hit in the head, but that's not the main thing that you can be beat with in UFC. You can be submitted, and that happens a lot. You feel me? Most time, folks are kicking you in your legs and your shin and all that. You ain't just taking that many hits to the head. I don't know. I really don't know. But I'm gonna tell you though, if they did sue, we wouldn't do them no good, because it really ain't their fault. You feel me? That's when you wrestle. You choosing to wrestle. He could have quit anytime he wanted to, or stopped doing that move that he was doing. I want to say, if I'm not mistaken, I want to say WWE was trying to was telling him to stop doing that move, because Harley Race, he an old school wrestler. Y'all might not know what I'm talking about. But Harley Race, he gone now too, RP. He invented the move in the 60s. And he was telling younger wrestlers to stop doing the move because of the damage that it takes on you. Because not only does it cause CTE, but you mess it with your neck and eventually your spine, and you'll have to have surgery in your later years and all that. Like Hulk Hogan, he got that leg drop he do. But you gotta think, every time you do that leg drop, you just come boom, you just come down right on your booty. And all that pressure every night, you just boom, just jumping, boom, boom, just hitting your back. And now his spine look like a S, man. Y'all look it up on YouTube or anywhere. He just had a surgery on his back to where you had to have two discs move and had to have like metal and stuff put in to replace it. And man, his spine, man, it start at the bottom. It started out like this, and then it started going up. I'm like, man, that's messed up. People don't know, man. Them physical sports, football, wrestling, boxing, to UFC, all that stuff, man, it take a toll on you. I don't think UFC fighters get paid enough. Dana White, he want to be the millionaire, but he don't want to pay these fighters the money they deserve. You feel me? But he want to make sure he got the money, to go buy these houses and all that. Man, he a dirty dude. Vince McMahon, he kind of dirty, but at least he pay them guys though. He pay them good. And in UFC, they can't even, do what they call it, branding or merchandising no more. In UFC, they used to have a Reebok contract to where like Reebok and other companies, Monster and all that, would pay them to wear their trunks or to put their poster up on their side of the cage when they would wrestle or get ready to fight that night. But then UFC took that away. You feel me? Cause and I don't know why. Like, what reason would it be to take that away unless you just don't want them to have no extra money? Like that would have been such a red flag to me, man. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to make it a thing again. They're trying to make it a wave, but they try to make it They're trying to make it kind of legit though. They want people to train and they want actual old boxers and stuff to be in it. That's what it seemed like to me because ain't too many celebrities gonna just jump and do that because they already get money. That's who gonna be doing it. Some of these rappers because these niggas ain't got no money like that. I'm telling you, for real, they ain't got money like that, man. They gonna start doing this stuff. You see, he talking about yeah, man, I want to fight you. He want to make some money now, and I read they only got paid $600, man. I don't know how true that is. I read Tyson and Roy Jones got paid a million, but Dude Jack got paid like 20,000. Dude he fought got paid 6, and Nate and Jay Paul got paid 600. When I said the other dude was 6, I meant 6,000. I'm telling you, I promise that what I heard is that's what the posts are saying. I said, man, that wasn't worth it. $600. $600. I thought the same thing. I said they got paid 600K. I said that what's up. But then I read the comments and they were like $600. I had to go back and look at the post and I said $600. I said, man, ain't no way. If man, ain't no way. But you know what? You know what? If I was Jake Paul, I would have did it because I heard that he's trying to actually be a boxer for real. So they just asked his resume. So yeah, I would have did it with him. I would have did it if I was him. But Nate Robinson, man, no, they couldn't pay me no $600 to get in here and fight. Man, man, ain't no way. That ain't enough for my doctor bill. Hey, we said that at the same time. Your comment just popped up. Yeah, that ain't enough for my doctor bills, man. What I look like doing that? He seemed like he broke. If that's what they got paid, that was a broke move. $600. Man, I'm sitting in the hood and I wouldn't have did that. I won't do that. Real talk though, man. When y'all get off here, go look it up. That's what I read. They got paid $600. Real talk. Like I say, on Roy Jones and what kind of got paid a meal. And the reason I kind of believe it is because, like I told y'all, Triller, they ain't they like I say they like a TikTok platform or whatever. So I wouldn't think that they would just have money booming like that. You feel me? How much they had to pay me to fight? If they paying for my trip to come out there and all that, they ain't gotta pay me that much, about 20,000 or something like that. If they paying for everything, but if I gotta pay for it, shit, I want like 50. For real. And we gotta have it understood. I ain't taking no dive. Like we fighting for real, so do he still wanna do it? And I'm pretty sure he'll wanna do it because he'll be like, ah, that dude's little, man. Yeah. Shoot, y'all wanna do it. I swear, boy, that would mess people up with me. Oh, he's small. I don't say nothing. Like, all right. Yeah. I'm a YouTuber. About to say we really could do that. I seen he fought what that DDG dude. And you know what, man? I ain't gonna stunt y'all. That was a alright fight when they fought too. That was alright fight when they fought him and I think his name DDG. They were throwing. But I could tell that at that time though he wasn't experienced. He wasn't just good with his hands. He didn't got better now. I could tell that he practiced. Yeah, I just said it. Yeah, he'll fight. Yeah, Evander Holyfield to be trying to do it next. Yeah, DDG was fighting. Yeah, that's why I said that was a pretty good fight. That was a pretty good one. That was a pretty good one. It was. I don't know, but if he did train with Shannon Briggs, he did alright. Cause Shannon the Cannon ain't no joke. People say what they want, but that dude was a heavyweight champion, man. He ain't no joke. About to say he ain't no sorry dude. That dude knock you out for real. Yeah, he did train with him. Cause I remember when he said, "Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ." Yeah, he trained with him. That's who trained him. Yeah. But yeah, dude, the legend in his own right. I'm trying to find something, but I don't. I don't know what he went to. Man, I lost a whole bag of cigarettes, man. But yeah, it was a good fight though. But I could tell Jake Paul though, he didn't got a little bit of experience. He be practicing more now. That what's up, man. But Nate, I could tell he didn't practice at all, man. I don't believe he even sparred with nobody. Like for real. Nate, man, he should have sparred or practiced or had somebody with some boxing experience up under him training or something. But I didn't see any videos even leading up to this. I didn't even know they was fighting. I didn't know they was fighting till like 2 days before. All I kept hearing about was Tyson and Roy Jones. So when I seen they was gonna fight, I'm like, what? No, it what's up? And man, I'm gonna tell you what had me fooled. What had me fooled is because Nate's so cut up, you feel me? Like, them little short cut up dudes, man, them dudes will knock you out, man. The ones I've seen before. So I'm thinking, man, he might catch him with that right lick and knock him out. But then when I seen the fight, I'm like, Lord Jesus. He trying to tackle him. He just and every time he ran in, like he putting his head down, and you know I hate when folks do that, man. I can't stand it, man. When I see it drives me crazy. It drives me crazy when I see somebody do that. I did go when I see him do that, I'm like, man, it's finna be over with. It's finna be over with. And then, man, and then to make matters worse, when he fell, y'all, he hit his head on the ground. I like, oh, it hurt me. Like real talk, go watch it over, man. He hit him, and his head hit the ground like before his body did, kind of, man. I'm like, God, oh, that's all I can say, man. I don't think they doing a rematch. No. No, he better not do no rematch. Leave the rematches alone, my guy. Leave that guy alone. Let somebody else fight him and get back. But you need to leave him alone. You need to leave him alone, man. Just go home. Y'all ever seen that meme? He needs some milk. He needs some milk. That man needs some milk, bro. For real. But it take heart to get in that ring in the first place. So we gotta give him some kind of respect for that. Because everybody wants to step in that ring. Real talk. People pull out that iron though and start popping. But you ain't gonna catch too many people gonna step in that ring. So salute him for stepping in that ring though. Real talk. All jokes aside, salute him for stepping in that ring. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did too. I I know he did. I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know if it's true or not, but I seen a picture of Mike of Mike Tyson and Roy Jones at the end, you know, when they getting ready to decide who win. And you can see Nate still laid down on the back. Oh man. Hey, I said, man, is that for real? I thought to myself, man, somebody photoshopped this this really happened. I gotta go back and watch this to see. Because they had it captured. They said, man, he's still right there. And I'm thinking to myself, is he for real though? I can't remember if he was or wasn't. But you know what, man, he couldn't have. I'm tripping. Because he couldn't have because he didn't get knocked out right there and then end up at the ring, you know, laying down. That was a meme. But it was funny though. It was funny. It had me rolling when I seen it. I said, man, ain't no way he still knocked out laying right there, man. But then, like I said, now I'm thinking, I'm like, nah. I just want to laugh, I guess, but nah. I said, man, he ain't hit him that hard now. Hey, I said he ain't hit him that hard, man. Come on now. He ain't knock him to the other side, outside the ropes, and he's still laying down. Hey, dude, said he still there? Oh man, I'm through. I'm tripping. Oh man. Yeah, I seen that, man. They had a lot of memes, man. They had for people that watched Martin back in the day with Martin Lawrence, they had when he fought Hitman Tommy Hearns, cause he was trying to holler at Gina, and they had that 1984 2020, and they had Martin hanging on the ropes looking crazy like he just got beat up. Hey, I seen a bunch of memes, man. Hey, people were tripping. They had the meme after the fight, he had Gina to kissing, and they wouldn't show him first, but then the camera panned to him, and he had all them knots on his face. He had on the bad, but he had all them knots on his face and knot on his head and all that. Man, they was tripping, man. Hey, the internet don't have no sympathy. No sympathy, no heart. And it would eat you alive, man. I said this man might have to deactivate. I know he got an Instagram. He might have to deactivate that for a couple of days until something else happens and people forget about it. Cause people gonna forget about it. Get a couple of days, people let it go. But for right now, man, they tripping. And they tripping hard. Man, people had some funny memes. I'm just thinking about all the memes I seen now, man. They were tripping. Man. I seen a picture of Jake Paul wearing a Nate Robinson jersey, posted up. I said he trolling, man. That ain't cool. I said, but he didn't knock out a boxer though, man. Now since you got some fights, you gotta fight a legit boxer. You gotta fight somebody with like the same record you got, like 2-0. And then, we'll see what's up. You need to fight somebody now. If you feeling that cocky, if you feel that good about knocking out Nate Robinson, the basketball player, yeah, you need to fight a boxer. You need to fight somebody that'll put some hands on you. That ain't gonna run into you. For real. But they ain't gonna let that happen though. They only let what's good for business, man. Y'all gotta remember that too now. Take my phone around, cause I gotta grab something. They only do what's good for business. So if it don't bring money or if it ain't a known person, they ain't fighting. But if it is a known person, they got a little bit of fame to them, they'll probably let them fight then. Do his bro? I thought his brother fought too though. I don't know if he fight or not. I might have got him mixed up because my son had to remind me. I kept saying Logan Paul. He was like, no, it's Jake Paul. Okay, there they go. Snap Dog would do it though. You know, he got a boxing background. Let me tell you something about Snap Dog though. No, I'll take that lie back. I'll take that lie back. I have seen a video of him kind of boxing. He got a boxing background. Now Gilly ain't gonna do it. You know, they doing straight with the podcast and all that. And I don't think Gilly would do it. I don't know though. Oh no, he might. He's in that lane too. So that would help him. Yeah, he might. Anybody do anything if the money right. Believe that. Anybody will do just about anything if the money right. I ain't saying they will, but the money has to be right though. So they came with Gilly and told him, man, we're gonna pay you. You might do it for like 100 racks. If they told him 1 million, I know he'll do it. I know he'll do it. I don't even know Gilly, but I know he would do it if they told him 1 million. But man, I wonder how much Triller made out there though, you know? Did they? I don't even know, but no, they probably didn't. Do the people that do the verses, right? Say, all right, take Gucci and Jeezy verses for example. Now, the company, you know, verses, cause I follow them on Instagram. When they post the verses live and they had like the 9 million people watching it, like they did that live, how much do y'all think they make off of that? Because I know Jeezy and Gucci got paid. You feel me? So I wonder how much they made. So if Tyson got paid 1 million, Roy got paid 1 million, all these other dudes got paid. They probably paid out close to. They didn't pay out 3 million, but they paid close to it though. We're not even really close to it. I'm just saying 3 million just to be modest. In all actuality though, it's probably like two mil, 2.2, 2.20, 220, 200 million, 220,000. Yeah, they probably paid out that much. So if they paid out that much, I wonder how much they made. Do they get paid by the views? I'm talking about Triller now. They don't get views. People had to pay to watch it. I didn't pay to watch it. I watched it off like a streaming thing. I can't explain it, man. It's something I got off my cousin, man. I can watch like anything pay-per-view. But I guess it's how it is, like pay-per-view, right? So that's how they got paid, I guess. So I wonder what was their pay-per-view buyout rates and all that. Like what percentage did they cut? You feel me? Because they didn't pay the people hardly nothing. You feel me? So, cause you know some fighters get paid 3 million, 4 million. You know, I ain't even talking about the Floyd Mayweathers of the world, but just the people that just next to him or whatever, like Javante Davis or something. So man, they probably made a good amount of money. Triller racked up. Man, they might have made close to $1 billion. I ain't counting like profit. I ain't talking about profit. I'm just talking about just like net gross. They probably gross about $1 billion, man. Real talk. Because I know a lot of people bought it. A lot of people watched it. Man, I'm in the wrong business, y'all. I need to figure out a service or something like a YouTube or something. Just start putting content on it. Build it up. And there you go. Cause that's basically what they did. Because I thought this fight was gonna be on the zone myself. Cause usually all these pay per view. If it ain't if it ain't like a sanctioned boxing match like a Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder or something like that, then I know there's gonna be a different company doing it. And the zone is not like a Showtime and HBO. They ain't got that much power. But they getting there though. They getting there because the last fight I seen on the zone was Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor. And that was pretty huge. They did a worldwide press run for that. So that man, they making money, man. The fight game hurt you, but it make you money though. That's where the money at. And you know what? When we were talking about them getting paid 600, I'm pretty sure they did get paid 600 because they ain't not to say they ain't nobody, but in the sport of boxing, they ain't nobody. You feel me? They just starting, so yeah, they probably get start out pay. But man, even some boxers back in the day made more in their first fight than $600 though. But hey, you gotta start somewhere. To start out, man, you know what? They could pay me $600. Shoot, that I sit here thinking about it like that. I couldn't do nothing but help myself out fighting that dude. It couldn't do nothing but help. It couldn't hurt me. Yeah, I would have took 600. So that ain't a bad payout. And plus, they got money anyway. I know Logan Paul do. He's the same dude that got rated by the feds or what that the other one. I know it's two of them. It's Jake and it's Logan. So is Jake the one that got rated by the feds or was it Logan? Y'all help me out. Let me know something. Y'all bang that like button for your boy too. But yeah, I can't think of which one it was. But either way, they got money. You feel me? Cause I seen the house that was raided. You feel me? I'm like, man, that's a big house. That house is huge. So yeah, I know. I know they got some money. So not worried about that. And I know Nate should, man. He was in the NBA for a while, and then he played in the Big Three. Cube League. And I want to say Cube paid him. Man, Cube a smart dude, man, to start his own league like that. And then Cube did the same thing the same thing I'm thinking about right now that Triller and Zone and everybody doing. They getting older people that still have a name, that still want to fight or play either way, and giving them a chance to still do it. You feel me? And doing it and trying to make it a little safer because they wasn't doing nothing but 2 minute rounds, and I think they went eight rounds. And in boxing it's 3 minutes, and you can go 12. What is it? You're on 12 rounds now. I finna say 15. I'm thinking about Rocky. But yeah, you go 12 rounds now, so they try to make it a little bit safer. And then in the Big Three, instead of 5-on-5, it's 3-on-3. Excuse me, like a pickup game. So Q pretty smart, man. He seen the whole, what you call it, the whole movement and how they were doing it, and then he just jumped on it. You feel me? I'm pretty good at seeing stuff like that myself, man. I can see when something's starting to pick up steam, and I'm like, man, I need to do that myself. And I see what's picking up steam, but I don't got the backing to do that. I don't have the backing, man. You gotta know people and have some kind of connection to do stuff like that. But Cube, he on the right track though, man. He a smart dude, man. Can't knock him. Even though you went and sat down with Trump, I can't knock you, man. How long we been going strong on this live, man? 50 minutes, okay. I be getting on live, man, and don't never be planning on going this long, but then I get to talking with y'all and running my mouth, and before you know it, man, I'm like an hour or 2 hours in. But it's cool though, man. I like conversing with y'all. I do. I do, man. I appreciate y'all that be coming on here watching and listening to me and supporting the channel. Real talk. Real talk, man. Y'all don't know how that make a country dude from Mississippi, man. That that don't even wasn't used to being on no camera, man. I barely got pictures of myself, you feel me? And now I'm doing a whole YouTube channel for people all over the world to see me. Just exposing my face and exposing my life. You feel me? But I always said I want to own something. I want something to say my name. I want to do something positive. Like I tell my son, I can't wait till I get that silver plaque and get 100,000 subscribers. Just to have that plaque and say I did this on my own. And did nobody help me do it. And I grind it and I edit it and I work for this. And people thinking oh, he ain't want to do nothing. He don't want to work. He don't want to do this. Man, no, I really don't. I don't want to be slaving in no factories and all that my whole life. Man, I ain't trying to make the next man rich. I'm trying to make me rich. That's the problem with y'all. Y'all so busy making somebody else rich. Y'all think I supposed to run in behind y'all and try to help them get rich. Nah. If y'all break out that cycle, y'all be rich. I see people all the time talking about, yo, that person got fired, then they went and started a business and stuff. I don't know how they did that. How you don't know how? The same way the dude you working for did. They just went out there and figured it out. You feel me? And I'm doing the same thing. This ain't my only income, you feel me? But I'm doing the same thing. So I don't understand why folks talk down on people that don't want to slay no burger, that don't want to be told, all right, get back on the line. We need more pillars. We need more foam. All right, make sure you get that. Why is everybody standing around? And man, I hate, man. I'm telling you, bro. I used to hate. I used to hate with a passion for somebody to come and tell me something to do. And half the time, I'm older than them, and they in this spot because they know somebody, or they mama or daddy or uncle or somebody own it, and they telling me what to do, and they don't even know. They don't like. I know everything in here, but you telling me what to do. Man, I be wanting to spaz out on jobs sometimes, man. For real. I ain't lying. I don't know what be in these folks' head. Sometimes folks to talk to you, man, like you they kid, and man, I ain't for it, bro. I'm just not for it. So I don't like, man, I have to make a way for myself, for my kids. You feel me? I want to leave them something. We need to start thinking about generational wealth and stop trying to jump in a factory and jump and flip some burgers and try to make everybody else rich and start making ourselves rich. It's women out here I see that know how to do that do hair and braid. Man, get your money and start your own beautician place and doing hair and all that. You feel me? People out here that know how to draw and paint and all that. Man, start drawing and paint, man, and start selling them. Get on the internet. It's so, man, dude, Wallow 267, Gilly the Kid, cousin. That man said, and I took that to heart. That man said, if you got $1,000 phone or a new iPhone and all this, and that phone ain't making you no money or bringing you back what you spent on it, then you a dummy. Why you got it? With all this technology, why you think they making these new phones? Because they putting new technology on it. Make that to your advantage. All these social platforms, man, that people be out here BSing, talking about it ain't no money out here. Because you ain't trying to get no money. You ain't trying to get no money. It made me mad when somebody come up to me, man, and ask me for something, and I turn them down. They say I'm acting funny. No, I ain't acting funny, but I learned a long time ago I'm not gonna keep giving and giving, and then I'm gonna be ending up like you asking folks, hey, can I get this? Can I get that? Man, you better go out here and make your way. You grown just like I'm grown. I got kids out here and I still handle my business. So a person that don't got no kids can't tell me nothing. If they doing bad, I don't want to hear your sob story. I don't care about your sob story. I don't care nothing about it. Would this happen? I don't care. Fix it. Man up. Handle it. I got a bad habit. I tell my kids that, even my little girl sometimes. You feel me? But I be like that with a cartel, the world, man, the world is rough out here. Daddy shelter you, I swear I do, cause to you everything is sweet and everybody supposed to be nice and all this, but that ain't how it's gonna be. So you gotta learn to be rough out here. People gonna be rough with you. Learn how to take it, toughen up your heart, man up. Not woman up. I need you to man up sometimes, cause sometimes you're going to take stuff like a man. You're going to just hold back them tears and turn your frown upside down and just go handle your business. You feel me? Cause like she tell me, Daddy, I don't want you to get old. And I'm like, I feel you, but Daddy gonna get old and Daddy won't be here. You feel me? It ain't gonna happen till a long, 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 long time. But Daddy won't be here forever, so you gotta make sure that you strong enough to handle it when Daddy be gone. Toughen yourself up. For real. And that's how you gotta be. But they understand that though. They get it. They understand what I be saying and how I be why I be doing the things and why I be acting the way I be acting with them sometimes. Cause it's not all the time. But sometimes I gotta let them know, do stuff for yourself sometimes. Cause I might not be here. And nobody, and I tell them this all the time, nobody's gonna treat you or love you the way that I do because I'm y'all daddy. So y'all gotta make sure that y'all love and always look out for each other. I don't care if one of you get a girlfriend or other get a boyfriend. Your brother and your sister come before all that. Before any of that. I don't care what's going on. Cause I told her I ain't gonna understand it. Like if something would have happened and you explain it to me and you wasn't there, I ain't gonna understand it. So you look out for your family. That's all you got. For real. So there ain't no such thing as halves. You feel me? Cause they got different mamas. My first son, he is about another woman. Then my last two about the girl that y'all you see on some of my videos. So in people eyes, they would say, "Oh, that's his half sister." I'm like, if somebody say that to you, you get away from them. Right? I ain't gonna tell you to slap them or nothing. Do how you feel, but you just make sure that you don't be around them no more because it ain't no such thing as no half. It ain't no such thing. Y'all were raised together, boy. This is your brother. This is your sisters. This is your brother. This is your sister. Y'all love each other. Ain't no halves. Say, and if you beat somebody, if you beat them up for saying it, you ain't gonna half beat them up, are you? All right, then. you gonna beat them up all the way. Ain't no halves. All the way or none at all. Real talk. Am I making sense? I mean, I don't want to seem like I'm rambling on here, but am I making sense though? Do y'all get what I'm saying? Y'all feel where I'm coming from? It's just how I am. Can't help it. I wanna, I want on my YouTube videos. I wanna make an ad, right? You know how I have ads going through my video, but I wanna make an ad with me. Talking about subscribe to the channel. My ad play right before you get to my video. I guess you call it greedy. But I want more to be watching the hard way. I want more of it. Real talk. But hey, y'all, we been on here an hour strong, man. I appreciate y'all coming to the live, man. Y'all rock with your boy, man. Y'all make sure to tell some folks about me. If y'all ain't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to it. Leave me a like, leave me some comments, watch these other videos. I just posted an early one today. Well, one earlier today with Lil Dirt responding to Quando Rondo. So y'all can go check that out. As always, I appreciate you. Men, hold up for you. Do your pose, do not what you want to do. And I'm out.